This is the world of company secretaries. On this channel, you can watch interviews with company secretaries across the world. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. A little bit light if you can throw about the kind of clients that you handle.
Yeah. The clients, largely around 60% of our clients are from India. About 20 to 30% clients are from Europe, and 10%, 10 to 15% clients are from Africa. So that's the percentage of clients that we have. Largely clients from India, they want to set up a base in Dubai, basically, because for their worldwide business, I always tell my clients that you can use Dubai as a trampoline, something that you can jump in, and then from here you can go to anywhere else in the world. It's not very difficult to set up from Dubai. You can go to UK or US or Singapore or Australia. You can go anywhere in the world. It's like a trampoline. So that's how I place Dubai for my clients as well. And largely I work with clients who are in the technology space, IT. Some of them are into trading. Some of them they do these what do you call ingredients in India, and they want to export it to the US or the UK. So that kind of trading business as well. So those are the clients that I largely deal with. Most of the clients are into trading. Some of them are into IT, and some of them are into pharmaceuticals as well, because they want to ship their goods which are made in India to African countries. So they prefer to have a base in Dubai to do that. So that is one of the sector that we work on. Yeah. So pharmaceuticals, IT, trading is the main business.
So I think that's quite a huge gamut. And also earlier, Sujay was mentioning that when you have practice and you have multiple clients, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. That is, you have different paymasters and everybody comes. And when you said clients are there from Africa, from Europe, from India. So it's quietly a global practice you can do sitting in Dubai. That's really a rare opportunity.
Yes.
Especially when hardly 10 years ago was the first time in Brigade Road, Bangalore, you heard about company secretary.
Very true. Very true.
So I
Actually,
think
CS changed my life, actually. You can say that.
exactly. And I think that's a very inspiring story for students. So now I'm sure all the students and whoever is watching this will be quite inspired to know that if they want to be somebody like you, that is like slowly move on to a foreign country or any of the GCC countries. So how do you see the profession over there? Is there scope for CS in the future? And what is the kind of route the student should take?
There is very much a scope for CS students in the future, because, see, as I said in the early part of the interview, once you come out of India, your role of a company secretary is less, but more of a compliance officer is more. Though the underlying foundation of both the professions are the same, but you'll be tagged more as a compliance officer rather than a company secretary. Okay, so once you come to GCC, that in Dubai actually, there is a place in Dubai called Dubai International Financial Center, DIFC. So that's a very prominent free zone in the UAE, and that is one of the two free zones which does follow the British common law. So not the French civil law, but they follow the British common law.
Okay.
So it's easy for you to adapt to the DIFC laws because you already studied the same thing in India. So it's easy for you to get in over there. And moreover, I see in the next 5 to 10 years, corporate governance is going to play a key role worldwide. And that's why the role of a compliance officer is also going to be highly rated. And we need more qualified compliance officers, because the kind of people that we meet over here who call themselves compliance officers are not company secretaries. They don't have the relevant
Domain
knowledge.
expertise is not there.
Domain expertise is not there. So that, and there is also, you can work in banks. You can find jobs in multinational banks who require compliance officers, who need corporate governance initiatives done within their banks. And there's a lot of scope in it. There's a lot of scope in it, but you need to be really focused. You need to know what you're doing, and you need to understand the legal aspects. And I believe if you really focus and learn CS, it gives you the necessary foundation that you need to come out of India also, and then you can place yourself well in one of these positions, either in banks or multinational companies or in corporate governance roles, or even in your sole practice. You can start your own practice and you can be a corporate governance advisor as well. Yeah, that's very
Exactly.
much so.
So I think by whatever you said, what I can understand is that it's a journey, because first you started with a firm in Bangalore, then you moved to a law firm, then you got an opportunity because you were prepared. Then later you also had a practice, own practice you could start. So like this, I think everyone watching this should also kind of just be aware that it's not going to be overnight that, okay, you finish CS and somebody is going to call you, okay, come to Dubai, come to Europe or something. It is a journey, and I think your story has really told us that it is possible.
Yeah.
So that is generally about what students can do, but how do you see the future of CS profession? Like, where do you see it going, or what are the kind of trends which you foresee being in Dubai and catering to clients from Europe, Africa, and India? So if you can share your insights, that will be helpful.
Yeah, I see CS going as a more of a regulatory aspect. It is something that you need. It is something that without law, it becomes anarchy. Countries don't work without law. So CS is like an enforcer of corporate law, and you should be in a position as an advisor, as a guide, as a hand holder of the board of directors. When you're meeting and when you're going to the board of directors meeting, not everybody is from the law background or anybody. They just know their business. That's the main thing that they know. So you need to hold their hands and you need to guide them as to how things are done. You need to have the answer for that, how to get things done. That is the answer that you need to have. And CS as a profession teaches you that, gives you a wide range of background and everything. So end of the day, what you do is, you help clients. You put yourself in a position where you're respected. Because I can remember, 20, 30 years ago, if you want to get into a board meeting or you want to meet the owner of the company, it's very difficult.
Exactly.
They don't walk you in and go meet the CEO. No, they don't let you. But nowadays, you finish your CS course, you're really good at what you do, you can become an assistant company secretary in one of the listed companies in India. That gives you direct access to the board of directors. You're in the room where key decisions are being taken, and that is a very, very important experience, I would say. As a professional, it's a very, very important experience. And see, the thing is, once you finish your CS course in India and you do law as well, the world is open for you. You can go to UK,
Exactly.
US, Middle East. You can come. You can go to Africa. You can go to Singapore, Australia, wherever you want. The world is wide open, and everybody respects you for what you've done.